All right. Oh, we're
Yes.
live. Hey
Hello.
now. Hey now. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. At the beginning of this, I said I was good, cool. I think I was on a decline for a little bit. The hair was looking all disheveled and
Mm-hmm.
wearing the same clothes and just walking around the house looking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Started to get to me a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. But I'm okay now.
And I mean that's understandable. People are having their bouts. You come in and out of it. Like I told you guys last week, I definitely had my bouts with mine,
Yeah.
and then you just come back out of it. And I think the only thing that is helping people is that we are not in this alone.
Yes, everybody's on lockdown.
Yes, doesn't make it any better,
We're
but
all in this together.
but
I got
anyway,
the red on High School Musical.
right. We definitely want to welcome you guys to In the Divas Den. We are going to make this very fun, very lighthearted. We're not going to get too deep into what's going on because you guys get enough of that on your TV. If you turn on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, whatever your advice, you're more than likely going to see whatever it is whatever's going on about the lockdown, the quarantine, COVID, all of that. And we don't want to do that. People need a break. I need a break. Precious, I'm sure you need a break.
Yes, child.
I'm pretty sure, our guest Jules, she needs a break. We're just over it. So we definitely are taking this time to just make it very light, make it fun. Today we're going to be talking about skincare and makeup and fun things like that, just to try to help people keep their normal routine and to just, have something else to talk about other than the lockdown and quarantine.
Yes.
You know,
Life is still happening. It's still continuing. We should still have a routine. Get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, take a shower, get dressed. You don't have to do it immediately, but make an effort to do that to keep some kind of normalcy throughout your day. Yeah.
that part. But can we talk about how some people are legit acting like we're not getting instructions to stay at home? Like, I mean, I don't know where you guys are. I know, we have people who tune in from everywhere, from all over the place. But I legit am seeing people out at the store just walking around, shopping around. I'm seeing like certain clothing stores open. I'm seeing beauty supply stores open. I'm like, thank you, Jesus.
Wow.
But
Yeah, they could stay. They could
right.
stay. But
But
everybody else, for what?
it,
Like I'm seeing all these advertisements for Macy's and stuff. I'm like, where I'm wearing these clothes at? Ain't nobody gonna see them because I can't go nowhere.
now
Or
the
at least
sales
I'm
are
not
dope.
trusted.
The
Hmm?
sales are dope.
Yeah, the sales.
However, I don't have any steady income coming in. So what we talking about?
I don't understand. I don't think. I don't know if it's like the American way or just the right that people feel like they have as Americans. Like, do they think they're automatically immune to what's happening to the world because we're in America? Like, you can't tell me to stay in my house. I'm gonna leave if I want to. I said, okay, well, when you go cough, cough,
Right.
you can't breathe, then that's a whole
Right.
other situation. You're gonna be the first one in
Exactly.
line talking about where is my handout so I can get some help.
That part.
First one.
I think that some people, I'm not gonna say people, but I think some people in North Carolina aren't taking it seriously. Like my cousin, Kayla, hey girl, she's in Pittsburgh. She's saying like legit everything in Pittsburgh is shut down. Like they can't do
Wow.
anything other than stay in the house. I don't know if they still have their grocery stores open. So, Kayla, let us know if you're still able to go to the grocery store. I know they shut down the wine and spirits, so people can't even get tipsy. I'm like,
Oh, oh, need a little drink.
oh,
They are
oh.
essential.
Oh, oh. So I have no idea why that is even the case. But on to other news and lighter things. I heard my boy Bernie Sanders. I mean, granted, I was not pulling for him. I was actually pulling for Elizabeth Warren. He dropped out of, the presidential race. And he definitely is, telling everyone to go ahead and, get it up and build up their steam behind Joe Biden. But how do you feel about that, girl?
Biden Biden reminds me of that eagle from the Muppets. You know what I'm saying? Like he has that feel. Like I am America. America is me.
Really?
I don't know.
Really?
I feel like they were trying to say that Bernie was senile and stuff like that. But I'm like, when you look at the age ranges, they're all in the same age range within 5 years of each other. Like they all would have been in school at one point together.
That part.
So trying to pull that whole ageism thing, I don't think that's the point. But when I hear certain things that come from Biden and just looking into his past a little bit, I'm just really hoping that he has our needs at heart. I really hope
Exactly.
that he puts us first, regardless of what he's done, what he said, any missteps. We've all done and said crazy things and made some missteps. But I really hope at the end of it, at the core of it, he keeps us in mind. And it would be really dope if the DNC got together and created the Avengers for America and put all of the candidates together in some kind of cabinet and just made it work. So that way everybody is happy. That would be great.
Right. Exactly. And the one thing that I can say, I'm happy with Joe Biden. I think he took to Twitter or Instagram, one of the two, but he actually kind of sent like a personal message out to some of the Bernie Sanders supporters, because a lot of people were upset that Bernie Sanders did drop out. I don't know why, because we knew it was coming.
Yeah, it was coming.
Yeah, but he like legit said, I hear your concerns. You know, I know that you guys are a little disappointed, but I'm here for you. I know I haven't won you over just yet, but I promise that I will continue this fight to win you over, so that we can ultimately team up together and essentially, just like you said, become a team to help people who are forgotten. You know,
Bernie was kind of the lesser of the two evils, and I'm tired of having to choose between the lesser of two evils. Like, why can't we just have two solid candidates from both parties, and then also within the same party? Like, why do we have to just go, oh, we have to go with this person because this person's going to be the other person, and that's who's going to be president? Like, why can't we just have good people? Like, the only time I didn't feel that way was with Obama.
Right.
But like, okay, this is a solid person. I saw him when he came to my school. I was like, this dude is cool. He's dope. I want to vote for him. Mm-hmm. But then now it's like, you got to just choose whatever gets Cheeto out the office. And it's like, what are you going to do?
That part. Girl, Papa Vince is watching. Hey, Papa Vince.
I see Papa Vince. Hey. He does need to get on. He does.
Look, so I mean, eventually we're going to have to get it together, because what if we don't get it together? What's going to happen is essentially what happened before, where everybody just goes to the polls, they're playing games, they're voting for Harambe. Yeah, you know, and then we end up with Donald Trump. We cannot have that happen.
No, it's not time to play, y'all. It's not time to play.
You see where we are now, right? Okay, and
I just want to say, I find it real interesting that the quote unquote socialism that they kept talking about is all the things that everybody is begging for at the current moment. I just think that's very interesting. Yeah. And how I saw a thread that every other country in the entire world is making fun of Americans and saying that they are glad that they're not here. So, yeah.
Yeah, that just goes to show, what type of state we're in right now. But I know we are pressed for time, and we definitely want to get Jewel in here because a lot of ladies have had questions for her, just regarding trying to keep things, together while they're stuck in the house. Because look, we don't have our hair, we don't have our nails, we don't have our wax lady, we don't have our beauticians, we don't have anything right now. So any little bit to try to help us gain some sort of normalcy will help. So I want to introduce you guys to our makeup and skincare guru, Miss Jewel Unique. Hey, Jewel.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing, honey? How you holding up over there?
I'm doing amazing. I was so in tune with y'all was talking about. I was like, yes. Then I forgot that I was on the show. I was like, oh wait, it's my turn. But how's everybody doing in TV land?
Girl, we hanging in there, honey. We still hanging in there. Hey, Diggy, how you doing? Yes, I still got my hair. Hey now. But I definitely want to just get with you about how we can make sure that our skin is still popping once we come out of this, so we're not coming out looking like extras from The Walking Dead. And I also want to talk about the fact that skincare just isn't a woman's thing. Men also need to take care of their skin, because there's a lot of men out here who said, oh, I'm 34. Oh, well, you look like you're about 55.
Exactly.
So you might want to exfoliate just a little bit. So just let us know, like, if we can't make it to any type of beauty stores or anything like that, what are some things that we can do at home to make sure that we maintain our beauty?
So this is a perfect time because I know I've received a lot of phone calls, texts, social media, DMs. This is the perfect time I tell people to work on yourself. There's no escaping skincare. If you've been following my journey or following anything about my business, I have screamed self-care, skincare, self-love from the beginning. So even though you may not have a 5 or 6 big skincare routine, just do something.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. So things that you can pretty much do while you're, at home that you may not have like the resources to, because we know the stores are closed, beauty counters are closed, and different things like that. Could be something as simple as a nice cleanser. Like if you have a cleanser at home, that's good. If you don't, let's talk about some products that I might be okay with you using from the drugstore. So maybe like some clean and clear, something that's not too aggressive or too abrasive. Again, it'll be really good. Just start really simple, real basic. Something that's great for sensitive skin. If you're ever unsure, something for sensitive skin is the most important thing. So that's a good way to start off. I tell people just get a cleanser. If you give me a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer, I'm okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we don't have any, like myself, we don't have any income right now in the beauty industry because we're not allowed to work. Some things that you can use around your house could be maybe for a toner, get you some apple cider vinegar, and maybe less than a capful, and then make sure you dilute it with a lot of water because vinegar is very acidic, so it has a lot of acids, but it can be very, very like really effective as a toner. So if you water it down, pretty much with maybe like a half a cup of water and then a cap full of vinegar, that's a great toner. So if you give me a cleanser, a toner, and if you have like a moisturizer or maybe like a beauty oil at home, that will be great to start off. And if you do that consistently while we're, at home, think about when you come out. You know what I mean? Your skin is going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. Like they're going to be like, what did you do during the quarantine? What happened? If you can't do it every day, just give it to me every other day.
Okay. So and then for when you say that the cleanser, the toner, and, a moisturizer, we actually have, Papa Vince on the line. Well, he's making a comment. He said those are the basic products. Like, are those the basic products everyone should have, even men?
Even men. That is the basic skincare routine that you would need. When you start getting something a little bit more complex, I would pray that you, would like to have an esthetician. Again, my handles are at Jewel Unique on Instagram if you need an esthetician. Thank you. But basic skincare would give me a good cleanser, give me a great toner, or you can make your toner again if we don't have, the finances for that, and a moisturizer. If you're unsure about a moisturizer, go get some coconut oil.
Okay.
Or get you some argan oil. Get you something very simple. It doesn't have to be, aggressive or all razzle dazzle to get you started. Just something real simple and basic. If you have any reactions to anything, the best way to test before you get started is like right behind your ear area. That's really good. Or your wrist. Like that's a great way to test to make sure that you don't have any type of like reactions to skincare and, and different things like that. So that's the best way to test out anything. If you're like, oh, I'm sensitive, I break out, the best way is just to test before you even get started.
Now, when it comes to a moisturizer, you mentioned like a coconut oil. Does that clog your pores?
Coconut oil, it's considered non-comedogenic, but I don't want to say it'll clog, but let me just say this. Oil fights oil. So if you're dry, it'll be great for you. If you're oily, a lot of people tend to run away from oil. You should run to it because when you're oily, your skin is compensating. So it's pumping more to get hydration. So just because you're oily doesn't mean don't hydrate. It means the opposite. Drink some water and maybe at nighttime use a moisturizer. Use something that's really good so that way your skin will slow down production of oil throughout the day. So run towards oil. And then maybe just small amount. Like you don't need a whole lot of products. Like I think that's where everybody gets misconstrued. Like especially when we go back to our regular day-to-day world routines, you don't need to put a whole bunch of products to get the results you're going for. It's just a pea size, a dime amount. This is why they tell you this on the back of the products that you don't need a lot. because that's why it's made that way. So you can use a very small amount. So if you're putting on oil and you feel like it's too much and it's clogging you, you're probably using way too much product.
Okay. Gotcha.
Question about the apple cider vinegar. Now, is that the organic apple cider vinegar with the mother, or is that just any apple cider vinegar? Because some people may not know.
I've experienced either or. The Bragg's, the famous one. Everyone loves. I drink it myself too. Again, just it's okay. Of course, it's all about a brand. They all have to go through the same test, the same pass, certain things. It's just a difference when you put organic on it. You got to go through a certain, test versus what an in-house or White House brand would have to do. But the whole overall thing is still the same, diluted, because vinegar period is very acidic, and it'll tell you the actual bottle. It'll say very acidic. So I've tried both. You still get the same effect. It's still going to kill bacteria. It's still going to, help do some light exfoliation. So either or is fine. Just make sure you dilute it. I can't say it enough. If you go straight, you might have what is too acidic to the skin.
Now, as far as maybe like an exfoliant, because I see people who, first of all, don't know what exfoliant is or what to use, or when they do exfoliate, they are like legit scrubbing their face. So can you kind of give some people some insight on that and maybe what some natural exfoliants may be in the house?
Absolutely. Great. So yes, exfoliation is pretty much you're getting dead skin off you're removing the dead skin. So I tell people all the time, especially in gentlemen, you definitely need to exfoliate. So that pretty much gives your skin the chance to remake new skin. So if you don't exfoliate, skin piles on top of skin, you have breakouts, dirt gets trapped. You don't have that glow and that nice radiance. For my gentlemen, you may have ingrown hairs a lot because you're not exfoliating it. So it removes the dead skin, new skin can form, and it forms like with glow and radiance and things like that. Henceforth, if you ever get a dark spot on your face and you feel like it takes a long time to go away, it's because you're not exfoliating so the skin cells can turn over faster. So that's exfoliation. Yes, so it's just getting dead skin. It's removing dead skin. So if we were talking about it in the skincare routine, I don't want to throw too much out there to everybody because we're staying basic. But if you are the one, my gurus that are like, no, I do my skincare. I can handle this. It would go in your step like cleanse, tone, exfoliate, moisturize.
Okay.
So cleanse, tone. So tone means it sets the tone for what you're about to do. That's why I tell people. Exfoliate. That means you take all the dead skin off and then you moisturize.
Yes, I've been doing that wrong. What is happening? Yes, I said I'm going to exfoliate, then cleanse, then tone, then moisturize.
Right. That's what you think. Normally, you're taking off stuff first and then cleansing. Yeah.
So you definitely, and if you're wearing makeup, double cleanse. I tell people double cleanse. Mm-hmm. So literally, remove your makeup first, cleanse again, then you tone, then you exfoliate, and then if you want to tone again, that's fine, and then do a moisturizer. It's totally up to you. But other way, I'm just giving you the best.
Yes, I'm wrong. My face is in shambles.
So those are just steps that you can do. There's 2 types of exfoliants. I don't want to, overwhelm you. Again, if you need an esthetician, I can bring you all the things. Please follow me on, or drop it. If you have my Instagram, you definitely know. But 2 different types of exfoliant. You have physical.
Girl, your internet is not letting you be great right now, honey.
How about now?
You still there?
Yes.
See, this is why we need to go back outside.
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, is it great? Am I back?
Yes, you're back. You're back.
Okay, am I back? Okay, great. Are we good?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Not? Yes.
Maybe so. Oh my goodness.
You're good on our end.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say I was gonna connect with my phone. But again, exfoliate, you can do physical or chemical. Physical is like the granules, and chemical is mostly like what eats away at the skin. So you'll see like enzymes and fruits or acids. So you'll see a lot of people say, I need to exfoliate with acids in it. Those are mostly like, chemical. Some things you can use around the house is like coffee. Again, I'm down here visiting my grandparents, so I don't have like my actual skincare routine that I would normally love to have. So I went and got instant coffee. It was ground, it had some texture to it. Again, that's your physical exfoliant. You don't want to be very abrasive with it. You want to do, very light circular motions, and you just kind of rub with the skin. And then once you let it set for a little bit, you just towel dry off with a warm cloth and you're good to go. That's exfoliation.
Okay.
So it's very simple. It's very easy. And it's something to kind of jumpstart. I tell people all the time, a great skincare routine.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so question. So I see these little things in the store all the time. These little mask things.
Oh, yes. I love masks. My favorite. So a thing about masks, I tell people, think of it like when you're using a mask, it's almost like an oil change for a car. It's like, you put your gas in it, you drive your car, you wash your car, you do all those things you have to do. Your gas is pretty much a skincare routine. You can't do much without gas. Right. But when you go get an oil change, it's almost like it takes your car back to brand new. It's checking everything. It's making sure everything is working. That's what your masks do. That's why they have so many different types of masks. You have ones that have with, oily, declogging, brightness, hydration. It gives you that oomph that you need to get your skin jumping. Exactly. So that's what a mask is like. It's just like an oil change.
Okay. So,
it's like, it's like, man.
How often, with a car, I think is what, 3,000, 3,500 miles, give or take, for oil change? So how often should you use the mask for your face? Like, when do you know, like, hey, I need to put a mask on my face?
So some red flags could be, my skin's just not doing right. It's just missing something. Have you ever felt like something's just not quite right? Boom, it's time for a mask. Or I like to tell people, if you love a routine like me, I'm type of like, I need a routine. I need for it to stay a certain way. I typically do my mask on Sundays. The same day that I cleanse all my brushes. I do a jump start on Sundays. So whether if I feel like my glow is missing, or maybe I was really clogged because, hormonal issues, it could have been that time of the month. Right now we're going through a whole lot of stress. So anything that'll kind of like give you some hydration, anything that'll give your skin a great boost. So anything with hydrate, like antioxidants, you'll see that, fruits, anything like that, it'll be really great for this time. Lavender is really great to soothe you. So if you want to grab a glass of wine, because we do know the only thing that's probably open right now is liquor stores. You have plenty of wine, put a mask on a Sunday. Well, every day is like a Sunday, but pick a day, any day, and just sit in your mask and enjoy. You have those that you paint on, that are heavy, like emollient, so you put it on thick, and maybe you dry down and you remove it. Or you have the fancy sheet mask. Sephora is really good for that. They're like, I think right now they're on sale for like $36. So you can definitely order those. You just put them on and then you remove it, rub it in, you're good to go. Or maybe just towel dry it off. But yeah, a mask is a great jump start for your skin.
Okay. So then when it comes to makeup, because I got a lot of questions about makeup regarding like how to buy it, undertones, and I know that like you still have to keep your secrets because we want people to come to you, especially if they have more questions. But just give us like the surface here. We don't have Ulta, we don't have Sephora, we do have drugstores, but we may be going into it blind. So if I wanted to start playing in makeup because I have nothing else to do, where do I start? What do I do?
So currently right now, like you said, we are down. So you can't really visit your counters. You can't visit your makeup artist. So this is the perfect time to play makeup like you never before. I think I'm totally okay with you going to the drugstore. some really great brands. I think it's Milan is really good. You have, play with eyeshadow palettes. Foundations are hard to play with. If you have the time and you know your return policy, by all means have at it. As long as you can return it, just make sure you ask. But the basic thing to play with now is eyes. You can't go wrong with playing with a couple of shadows, different colors. This is the perfect time to see, hey, do I like purples? Do I like smokies? All those different things to play just to see what colors you like. So I'm okay with you running to the drugstore to get a couple of eyeshadow palettes. I wouldn't do a really big one. Just do something that you know that you would typically use. So maybe like an everyday eye with like natural browns, some golds, some champagne colors, just some rose gold, something real simple and easy for you to play with until you can get with an actual professional that can tell you how to use your products, because you don't want to purchase a whole bunch of stuff that you can't use. So it's okay to it's okay to play with everyday eyeshadow colors, or maybe a nice soft, lip, like in the mauve family or pink family or neutral family, until you can get with a professional and be like, oh, I really like this. So while you're sitting home, go get your eyeshadow palette and play. Go get you some lip colors and play. Foundation, call me. Okay.
Again, Pam here who says she likes a smoky look, and that's a question too. Because how do you do a smoky look where you just don't look like you have charcoal? Because that's why I don't do it. Because it'd be too much.
Right. So by you saying like sometimes it's too much, the number one thing to think about is everybody's eye shape is different. Shadows look different on everybody, and colors look different on everybody. So when you're looking on YouTube and you're looking at Pinterest, or you're looking, IG, Facebook, what looks good on that person may not work for you. But you have to find a professional that can help you identify that, or trust yourself. If you're like, every time I wear this color, it doesn't look right on me, probably you need to try another color. You know what I mean? It might be too cool. So I tell people to identify with, if something looks too gray and too bluish, it's too cool for you. If something reads too red and too orangey, it's too warm for you. So maybe you need to go in the middle. So you just kind of play along the scales to see. When it comes to smoky eyes, covering your whole lid might not work for you if your lid is small. You may need to do what we call like a defined smoky eye, where it's like lighter in the front and then you need to come in with a darker color. So there's different ways to do a smoky eye. That's the thing about, they don't tell you on YouTube. They just tell you, this is a great product. This is what you should use, but they don't tell you how to use it. So that's why you have your makeup artist. And again, there's a lot of makeup artists, even like myself, we'll do virtual appointments where we get on the internet with you. And we teach you.
I see where you're going with that. Yeah.
Okay, follow me. You see what I did there? Do you see what I did there? Oh yeah, you see it. It's right below.
Yeah, we got you.
Thank you. We do virtual appointments, so we'll tell you like, hey, I noticed that your lid is, a little bit, receding, or small, or it's pushed back. Let me show you how to bring that forward. Like myself, I have something called a mono lid, where you can't really see my crease. Yeah. See, when I go like this, you can see it, but right now it's just one dimension. So there's different things that you'll learn about shadows and even lashes, like what lashes are great for you. So please, while we're sitting home, we have nothing but time as makeup artists. So please reach out to one so we can help you.
That part. Hello.
We have nothing but time now. If they don't answer you in 2 hours, we're gonna give you like 2 hours. If they don't answer you back within 2 hours, something's wrong, because we have nothing but time.
That part. So then another question, when we talk about, and this actually came up when one of my girlfriends, she was trying to find her shade online, undertones. And she's like, am I warm? Am I neutral? Am I, cool? And I'm like, girl, I don't know. Like, what are we talking about? So when someone goes online and wants to take that step to buy a foundation, and they're getting these quizzes and they come up to a question, like, what are your undertones? What should they do if they can't get in touch with you?
Okay, so the thing is this, it's when it comes to undertones, I just want people, don't run straight to every foundation that they tell you is yellow if they say you have a yellow undertone. Because a Bobbi Brown yellow undertone and a MAC undertone, yellow undertone, could be two totally different undertones. Because they're two totally different brands. a Sephora collection warm might be different in a matte warm. So the most important thing is when you match yourself, does it disappear? That's all I want you to worry about.
Okay.
Does it disappear? Does it match your neck? That's the most important thing. Now, if you put it exactly on your skin and you see that it screams out yellow, then it's probably too yellow for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it on your skin and it screams out, too orange for you. But don't get caught up in the hype of, I'm warm, I'm cool, I'm green, I'm olive, I'm neutral. What works best for you? Let's go with that. Go with, does it disappear on my skin? Match it on the left side of your face. I always tell people, match on the left side. Everybody says, how do I match on the left side? Because that's mostly your driving side. So the sun hits that side of your face, and then that's mostly the darker matches that side, you're good to go. So just do a long stripe on your face. If it disappears, like rub it in really good, sit there for 5 minutes, whatever you need to do, you're home, walk in the kitchen, get you something to eat for the 7th time that day. Because we ain't doing it for eating. Come back, and if it disappears, let's roll with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Wear it for a whole day.
Right.
Sure, return is in place before you go purchasing a whole bunch of stuff. Make sure you're okay with, hey, can I return this if it doesn't work out? Since I've been on, Amazon, I've been on Sephora. Am I able to return this if it doesn't work out? Because it's your money. But that's the most important thing I want you to focus on. If you know professionals or some Instagram handles that they work with these brands, feel free to reach out to them. Hey, what foundation do you think I wear? I worked at Sephora for years. I know a couple of brands. Like, can help me out with that? What do you think I should wear? It's so simple. But again, if you want to do it by yourself, get as close as you can, and then just match.
So, and during these times, because we know, like you said, you are in the beauty industry and you guys are unfortunately shut down, how can we support your small business?
One, just reach out and check on them. Because again, when you're used to doing something every single day and you're not allowed to, we love what we do. And the number one thing we do is we teach beauty. We talk beauty all day. We get to see people. So a number one thing is, check on your beauty providers. We're not okay. You know what I mean? We're used to being in the thick of things. We're used to, chaotic, busy schedules, making sure you guys are okay. We live for you guys. That's what we do. So just reach out to them, a simple hello. I'm thinking about you. Are you okay? If you don't have a lot of money, because a lot of people aren't working, send them a $2 tip. That will make their day. You'll be surprised how my clients will send me $5, $10 here, or they'll be like, hey, when we get back, I'm taking care of my bill. I'm taking care of my bill now. And I'm just like, oh, you guys are so sweet, because we don't really have that, that money drives our business. And so, right now, no one's getting married. A lot of weddings are getting canceled. Mm-hmm. Birthday parties are getting canceled. Ladies' night out are getting canceled. Church events are getting canceled. We do a lot of first ladies makeup. So all these different things just to think about with your beauty provider, whether if it's waxers, barbers, please don't forget about the fellas. They're out here struggling just like we are. You know what I mean? Slip them a $5 tip just to let them know that you're thinking about them. That'd be great for the industry. Because right now we're all like, oh, what are we gonna do?
And one more time, let the people know if they need a quick consultation. What should they do?
Yeah, please. I'm currently doing virtual appointment. I do lash applications. So how to apply lash. If you actually need lashes, I can direct you to my website to purchase lashes. If you need consultations on which one to purchase for your eye shape, I can do that as well. There's an everyday virtual class that we'll teach for 30 minutes, and I'll teach you how to use eyeshadows. You have a skincare routine, so we can go over what you have at home and what I can help you with. There's a self-care virtual class that's 10 minutes. I send you a couple of exercises that you could just play with and get to know yourself like you've never known yourself before. And there's consultations that I could just sit down and talk to you about, who you can reach out to, because I know a lot of people in the beauty industry. So if you have questions about Anastasia, if you have questions about MAC or Bobbi Brown or Chanel, these different type of people I can tie you into. And you know, I don't charge to refer out. Like if you need some help, I don't mind texting you all day. It's just when we're sitting one by one talking about what you really need. That's a great way to, you know, help you with a virtual appointment. But yeah, so that's what I do. If you have any further questions, please feel free to answer. We love, don't be afraid to talk to any of your beauty providers because this is what we do.
You're so dope. Yes. Goodness. Thank you, girl, for coming on the show today and stepping into the Divas. And you know you're always welcome.
Yes.
Thank you, girl. That got me looking on. I wish, you know, sorry about my internet, guys, but you know.
Yes. Spectrum said, gotcha.
Sorry. Look, I'm at grandma's house, so it's kind of like, grandma, come on, get the fastest speed, please.
It's okay. It's okay. We are just appreciative that you took the time to sit down and clear some things up with us. Once again, please make sure you're following Jewel. Make sure you're following Canvas and Makeup Studio. If you do not have the funds now, remember when things are open and thriving and popping, and you know, just think of Jewel. Reach out, you know, and get in contact with her because you know some people need these tips.
Yes, and I hope I answer all questions. But if you guys could think of any. The Diva, please contact the Divas. Then we talk all the time. So if you have, you know, if they send you messages or anything on their Instagram handle, I will feel free to answer your questions and send them back.
Hello. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys for having me and supporting me. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Be safe, girl. Goodness, how you feeling, girl?
I'm feeling much better now. I feel relaxed. Actually, I feel like we just had a spa session with Jewel.
Yes.
Actually, tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. We should show the people the time we actually went to Jewel and had some things done.
Girl, I like how you think. Mm-hmm. We ain't got nothing but time, so y'all might as well go ahead.
Right. So we'll have that video available for you all to see tomorrow to check out how we got our services done with Jewel. I got my makeup done, and Kim got a wonderful, luxurious facial. So we'll actually show you her in action. So. Yeah.
But we appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough. I know that it's hard out there. We know that people are having a hard time with it, but as you know, as we said before, you're not in this alone. We're all in this together. Check in with us. Drop us a line. A caca. You know, if you're
okay. Okay. High School Musical nerds. I am one. Yes.
Let us know how you doing, how you feeling. We are here for you. Make sure you get your wine, your drinks, whatever it is that you need to get you through this.
Yes, y'all.
But
look, take that dust off the Bible if you need to too.
Oh, ow.
Okay.
And ow. And make sure you guys tune in next week. We will have a guest that's going to come on and tell us and let us know about our hair, wigs, all of that. Because it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. But also make sure you're following us. You can follow me at SoFabKim. Precious, where can they follow you at?
The Precious one right there. Boop, boop, boop. It's
hi now.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
We appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for stepping into the Divas Den. And if you want a replay of this, make sure you're following us at In the Divas Den on Instagram. Boop, 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 boop. All right, precious girl. Bye.
I know. Bye.
We'll talk. Bye.